Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Adrian here, welcome back to the channel. I've got some news updates for you guys, and some of these are actually really great. Beginning with Guild Wars 2, some epic major updates is coming to the game in the form of salvageable runes and sigils. Finally, for those of you that play Guild Wars 2 heavily, you guys will know that whenever you're out in the world farming meta events or loot bags, your inventory will get clogged up pretty quickly. And if you're opening these loot bags and salvaging all those armors and weapons, the one thing that happens that we all cannot avoid is our inventory, our bag slots being taken out by all these runes and sigils that comes out of salvaging said armor and weapons. Well, come November 13th, that is going to change because runes and sigils will become salvageable. And that's not it. Besides clearing up your bag space, salvaging armors and weapons will now break down the runes and sigils contained within them to give you guys a new crafting material called Lucent Mote. You'll also have a chance to salvage rarer materials like symbols from sigils and charms from runes. And these Lucent Motes can be refined by all crafting disciplines, so that players can then use them to create sigils and runes moving forward. So the chance to extract runes and sigils from a salvaged item using a salvaging kit will change to a chance to salvage runes and sigils instead. You'll still be able to obtain runes and sigils directly through the new Mystic Forge recipes that make use of these salvaged materials. So when November 13th rolls around, if you've got gear with important runes and sigils in them, I highly suggest using an upgrade extractor to take them out first if you're saving them for later on, because if you salvage them, you will destroy them and instead get those crafting materials. So just keep that in mind, you guys. So what else is coming for runes and sigils moving forward? Well, many of the recipes now use the new salvaging materials that comes from these rune and sigil salvaging, rather than their previous basic crafting materials. So there's going to be new recipes for runes, which otherwise previously you'd had to get from salvaging gear that they're attached to. So that simply means for some of these sigils and runes, it's no longer going to be an RNG thing. You can specifically craft them. But the trade-off here is that some of these new recipes could use more expensive materials. We don't know what these are yet, so we'll have to wait until November the 13th to find out more about recipes and their components. As for the recipes themselves, where can you get these new runes and sigil recipes? Some of them will be available from crafting trainers, while others can be picked up as rare drops or rewards throughout your questing and adventures in Tyria. In addition to runes and sigils being salvageable now, ArenaNet has also been busy at work revamping some of these rune and sigils. For example, Rune of Duena got tweaked, Rune of the Ogre as well, and Rune of the Scholar, which is something I use heavily across all my power builds. And from what they've posted on their blog so far on the website, it really comes down to how you play and what your build is. These could either be improvements or downgrades, but nevertheless, it's good to know that these things are being looked at, because there are some way underused and inferior runes and sigils out there that I hope ArenaNet has decided to take a second look at to make them more viable. So does that mean some of the underused ones are going to be more expensive moving forward? Again, we don't know. Besides the runes and sigils that they specifically named on the website, we'll just have to wait and see. But overall, this new update from Guild Wars 2 is another quality of life update that I as a player can really appreciate, especially being able to make better use of inventory management now and having more free backspace instead of having it clogged up with all these runes and sigils. So this one gets a thumbs up from me. For all you Guild Wars 2 players out there, feel free to share your thoughts. Alright, another piece of interesting news is for Black Desert Online, and those of you that have been waiting to play this game on the Xbox One, the time has come, because beginning November the 8th, Xbox One players can now beta test Black Desert Online until the 12th of November. So for all of you on Xbox One, to download the game, all you need to do is head to the Xbox Store, search Black Desert, and download the game. Once the download finishes and the game is installed, you are ready to play. However, there is a caveat. Only players in the North American region, so United States, Canada, and Mexico, will be able to participate in this beta stage. So what's the beta all about? What can you do, and are there any restrictions? So during the beta, you'll be able to explore the regions of Balanos and Serendia. These are two early zones consisting of towns like Villia or Heidel, and in between you have access to checking out all the life skills. So that means the gathering, the processing, the fishing, the alchemy, and all that good stuff. There will be 6 classes available for the beta, which are the Berserker, the Ranger, Sorceress, Warrior, Witch, and Wizard. The level cap for the Xbox One beta has been set to level 40, so you cannot level any higher than that. And the reason for having that cap is because BDO wants you to get a good grasp of each class before the beta ends, ends on the 12th of November. Additionally, the beta will also have some in-game events for players like horse racing, kart racing, and things of that nature. And you can take part if you want to. I'm not sure if there's going to be rewards for this that carries forward once the game launches on Xbox One, but this is a good opportunity for you to check out the game, see how it runs on your Xbox One, and if you indeed want to play it on your console as opposed to on your PC, this is the time to check it out. Remember, beta ends November 12th. And finally, I'm wrapping the news up with some ESO news as well. This is more of a feel-good news. It is Thanksgiving month, isn't it? With Black Friday coming up soon as well. Hey, for all of you players that are not on the ESO Plus, you just bought the game and are having fun without the subscription, ZeniMax Online Studio is going to give you a ESO Plus trial for free, no strings attached. This is part of your ESO Plus bonus event, which starts on Thursday, November 15th, and will run until November the 21st. During the event, all players, I repeat, all players can try out ESO Plus completely free with absolutely no strings attached and no credit card required. And that will give you access to all DLC game packs, which includes the Imperial City, Orsinium, Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, Shadows of the Hist, Horns of the Reach, Clockwork City, Dragon Modes, Morrowind, Wolf Hunter, and Mark Meyer. So that's everything, you guys. You also get that much talked about craft bag, which is super handy. You'll also get a 10% increase to experience and gold acquisition, including crafting inspiration and trait research rates, and the ability to dye your costumes if that is important to you. But when the trial ends, you revert back to your old dye. So hey, it won't be automatically granted to you though. So November 15th, what you got to do if you're not a Plus member is log into the game, go to the Crown Store, hit the ESO Plus tab, and select Free Trial to begin your free trial. For those of you on the ESO Plus, remember a month ago when ZeniMax Online Studio said that they were giving us more benefits to the ESO Plus membership? Well, we're starting to see some of the fruits of that, and our first freebie is a Molag Bal statuette, which is for coffee tables. This is a housing decoration. To me, doesn't mean much because I don't play around with housing, even though we all have a nice sweet manor now. I would have loved to see something else instead, maybe better XP scrolls or something tangible that can help us in-game. But again, it's free stuff, so I'm not going to complain too much. As for the exclusive discount and sales only available to ESO Plus members, it's going to be an Ebon Steel Dwarven Spider, and this is a mount, and the other one is a Nibonese Noble Pack, which is an outfit, a robe I should say. So for the first month in effect where we get our benefits, it's mostly cosmetic fluff at the moment, and don't forget we will also have our monthly crowns increased to 1,650. So that's it from me, you guys. Feel free to share your thoughts about the news of the games that you play, hit the like button for more MMO news, and feel free to subscribe to the channel for more MMO content. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching. Hey folks, welcome to the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. If you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here, and feel free to subscribe to the channel with the button down there, which will give you notifications on all my latest uploads. Later, Gator.